Hey there, welcome to my channel, Messing with Michelle. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. My name is Michelle. So it's December the 1st when I'm filming this video and I'm decorating for Christmas 2024. And in perfect timing, it just snowed outside. So it really gives you that warm and cozy vibes as I'm decorating. So I'm going to be using a lot of stuff that I have around the house. I did a really big declutter and organization of my Christmas decor in my last video. So I had a lot of items that I knew I could repurpose and reimagine around the house for decorating. But I did pick up a few new things for this year as well. So if you are decorating for Christmas or just like to watch someone decorate, I hope you stick around and I'll just jump in and begin decorating my mantle, which is my favorite place to start decorating for the holiday season. So let's start decorating and hopefully you stick around to the end of the video to see the end result. I love decorating my mantle. It's one of the focal points in our living room and this is where we spend a lot of our time. So I really wanted to make sure this space was warm and cozy when we light the fire and light up the Christmas tree in the evenings. This year I bought a few command hooks for my mantle and just to hang a bit of decor around the house. I learned last year that using Scotch tape was definitely not something that would hold up the garland securely. So these hooks worked really well. I just placed them on the mantle and hooked the garland through so this way I could have a swag look. Originally I was only going to use this one garland on my mantle and just swag it and then build some decor on top of the mantle. But I soon realized that this garland was very sparse and it was giving off the Charlie Brown Christmas tree kind of look. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to start adding a bit more garland to this mantle so this way it's nice and full. Now that I have the garland in position, I'm just using some wood trees that I had for a few years and adding a few candlesticks. I wanted to keep the decor on the mantle very minimal because I did have the garland that was very full, so there wasn't really a lot of space. But these trees were perfect because they could slide right behind and under the garland and not take up too much space. And I really like the trees because it gives that natural wood feeling. It gives it more of a cozier feeling in this space. I found these bells at Hobby Lobby and I absolutely love them. I was looking for these bells for my Christmas decor just because I just love the rustic look, the vintage look, and I just think it looks so pretty on the side of the mantle. So I also picked up new stocking hangers as well. So I'm going to hang the bells on the side of the mantle, and this gives you some visual interest to draw your eyes downwards towards the fireplace. And also on my list of things to buy this year were knitted stockings. I mentioned in my last video I think I was a bit late shopping, but I lucked out and I found these stockings from Home Goods and I scooped them up. I only bought two because that's all they had on hand. I would have loved to have a third, but I had the two, so I'm happy with these. And I'm also using the same stocking hangers that I used to hang my bells on the mantle. Next, I'm going to swag some gold beads on the mantle. I want to have a more pop of gold on the mantle because it was kind of heavy with the greenery, and I also wanted to incorporate more accents of gold. So this was a perfect combination because I had the beads on hand. I've used these in the past to wrap my Christmas tree, and I've seen a lot of designers swagging beads or garland in the front of their mantle, and I really love the look, so I wanted to try it out for myself. And the beads worked out perfectly because I didn't have to buy anything new. I had them on hand already, and it was just a few minutes to string these up, and I'm going to do 2 layers of swagging in the front of the mantle just to give that extra pop of visual interest. This year I'm setting up my pencil Christmas tree. I don't show myself decorating it. I kept the decorations very simple because I wanted to have a lot of the focal point on the mantle, but I'll show you the final reveal at the end of the video how everything comes together in the living room. I'm moving now into my kitchen, and I love to have a bit of holiday decor in this space, but I don't like to have it overwhelming. So to keep things minimal, I bought a brand new cutting board that was a bit bigger than my previous cutting board where I had my spices on top. And I bought this beautiful picture from the Studio McGee collection from Target, and instantly I knew that I had to have it. It's so sweet and it's just so beautiful. So just to create a little moment here and just to have a little cozy space in my kitchen, I'm hanging up the swan picture, and then I'm going to place all my spices onto the cutting board just to keep it kind of collected and more organized. And later on in this video, when I do the grand reveal, you're going to see that I do incorporate a few additional things to this space just to make it a little bit more cozier. This is the opposite side of my counter, and I still like to incorporate a bit of Christmas decor, but once again keep it minimal. So I just switched out my florals with a Christmas tree, added a wooden Christmas tree cutting board, and also I'm going to pop in a little Santa just to give that festive feeling. I'm trying something new this year. I'm going to hang some wreaths on my cabinetry inside the kitchen. I wanted to have a pop of color, and having these green wreaths with a velvet ribbon really added that extra color that I was looking for. My kitchen is very neutral with white cabinetry as well as backsplash, so I just wanted to add that red into the space. So I just used the ribbon to tie onto the wreath, and then behind the cabinet I have the same command hooks that I used to swag my garland on my fireplace. Now I moved on to the front entryway of my house, and I'm going to decorate my planter, which I've had here for a few years. And over the years, I've noticed that people come over, they bump into it, I bump into it. It's just one of those things that even though it's tucked in the corner, it always seems to move around. So in the last few weeks, I've kind of thought of this as my little Home Alone statue. If you don't know what I'm talking about, in the Home Alone original movie, when the pizza guy arrives at the house, he always bumps into this big statue that's set up in the front of the house, and he knocks it over, and this is my version of it. It always is getting bumped, moved around, people get snagged on the branches, but I like how it looks, so we'll just have to deal with it. But I just thought it was funny because it's just something that just always gets shuffled around when people come over or I'm just walking by it. I really love the berries look for this year, and I bought these branches last year from Hobby Lobby, and this vase is just like a standard staple item on my entryway table. I just switch out the flowers, so this is something that I just like to repurpose. I'm adding my berry stems to the florals, and I'm just switching out some of the decor with velvet Christmas trees. To tie in all the greenery and the berries and kind of get a preview of what you're going to expect in the rest of the house, I bought this Real Touch garland from Home Goods. It has pops of berries on it to incorporate the berries on the console table and throughout the rest of the house, and I absolutely love it. I originally had bought it for the mantle, but it seemed a bit too long, but it worked out perfectly to have on the front entryway. It just adds a little specialness of Christmas when you first walk through the doors to the house. I always have to have garland on my staircase. It just adds an extra bit of Christmas to the space and just adds a little pop of color. So I had these picks that I picked up from Hobby Lobby last year. They have the berries in them. And just something that I've noted for this year is to invest in zip ties. I bought zip ties from the dollar store. I bought 100 of them for $1.75, and they come in so handy when you're swagging your garland. It just keeps everything secure. So over time, as I'm decorating, not only do I want to have the right decor for the space, but also the right equipment to hang my decor. So command hooks and also zip ties, those are items that I would definitely invest in. So this way it makes life easier to decorate and to hang up your Christmas decor. I have this one picture to hang in the hallway, and I'm going to show you how everything turned out with my decor for Christmas 2024 in my grand reveal. Thank you for hanging out with me as I decorate for Christmas 2024. I hope this video gave you some inspiration if you're beginning to decorate, or if you're already decorated, hopefully this video gave you the warm and cozy vibes for the holiday season. If you made it down to the end of this video, let me know down in the comments, what is your favorite holiday tradition this time of year? Mine is spending time with my family and just being together with their company and enjoying the holiday season together. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video when I upload next. Bye!